Namaskar. We are looking at the fifth chapter of Gita. Today, third verse, the Shlok. Nihas nitya sannyasi yona dveshtina kankshate nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Neha means the sanitya sannyasi. The person who is a realized soul, he remains always sat nasi. Sat means the God himself, the satya, the truth. So he remains always with the God, living with the God forever. As we already saw, that when the Almighty God merges our soul, tiny soul, with His infinite soul, we become the yogi. Then we cannot be separated from the God. That is why we are known as Bhakta. And the state of mind is known as Swarga, means the heaven. So, Nitya Sannyas means he remains forever with Satnas, with the God forever. He, Yona Dveshtina Kankshita, he doesn't have hate about anybody, he doesn't have greed about anything, he doesn't accept anything to be achieved, he doesn't accept, he doesn't want anything, he doesn't have any want and needs, straight away, to be precise. So that enlightened soul always remains with the God. He doesn't hate anybody, he doesn't ask for anything, and he has less needs, and he doesn't have greed. Now, nirdvandvo hi mahabhaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Nirdvandvo means Advait. He sees everywhere the God himself only. Dvandva means I am here and God is there. That is Dvandva. This world is there, and I'm alone fighting with the world, and all kinds of people you will get. There are so many philosophies, so many psychologies are there. But listen to Dnyaneshwari. Nirdvandva. Dnyaneshwari is saying Chit Vilasvad. Everywhere Chaitanya is there. Okay? Nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Mahabaho means Arjun. He has big hands and he can the bow and arrow he can hit with precision. Sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Sukham we saw last time. Sukha. Kha means the sky, and Sukha means the Paramatma is beyond the sky. So Sukha, he becomes one with the God, becomes yogi, the bhakta, lives in that state, always peaceful. Sukham bandhat pramuchyate. There is nothing that can bind him. He goes beyond the bindings of this world, and he remains at that state forever. Okay, now let us see. This is the meaning of Sanskrit, not translation, it is the meaning of Sanskrit verse told by the Shri Krishna. Now, what Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is saying, Tari Geliyachi se na kare. Whatever has happened, happened. He doesn't keep brooding over something. It happens with everyone. Many a times, you lose money, you lose your temper, you lose your this and that. That is what is mentioned. One more thing that has happened in the past, let us treat all the past people as a revered people. Maybe, everybody has his positives and negatives. So once what happened when Gandhiji was no more, Dr. Radhakrishnan, Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, today happens to be the Teacher's Day, because it is his birthday. So in India. So he started crying along with him. Pandit Nehru was there, he was also crying. A lot of people were crying. Sardar Patel was crying. Everybody was crying at his place. Maybe the people present there were definitely crying, because he was the torch bearer for all of them. Now, after some time, Pandit Nehru asked him, as we talk with all our near and dear, like that. He didn't point it, You call yourself Advaita Paramarthi, and how can you cry? Because you believe that body comes and body goes and all those things. He said, yes, I am Advaita Paramarthi, but at the same time, Advaita philosopher, but at the same time, I am also a human being. It touched me for some time. So Since you might have calculated for 8 to 10 minutes, I was crying. I mean, can you imagine? These are, these are the stalwarts. So for some time it feels, even it happened with my Sadguru Swami Madhana. Some attack was there with his Shishya and some relative or distant relative or someone. So he felt bad. He said, what kind of world is this? Why people misbehave with good people and attack the good people? Why they play politics with these good people? Something like that he said. And then he offered his prayer to the God, please God save him, take care of him. And then again he started doing his own everyday work. विसरलं जयाचे अंतःकरण. ओके, एक सेकंड. तरी गेलियाची सेना करी न पावता चाड धरी, जो सुनिश्चळ अंतरी मेरू जैसा. So he happens to be fixed with the God like a Meru Parvat. Meru Parvat means the mountain was used during the Samudra Manthan. The demons were on this side and gods were on that side, and then they started like this. It was used as the stirrer, and from that 14 Ratnas came out. Then though Meru Parvat, all the examples have some kind of defect as well. Then that Meru Parvat, though it was Achal, means what, stable and strong, still it started going down in the ocean. So then Lord Vishnu had to take the Kurma avatar, means he had to take the avatar of the tortoise. Then he saved it, Meru Parvat, from going down. Okay, so that Meru Parvat, like that, it means that he is always stable in his mind. That's all. Now the real definition of sannyasi. आणि मी माझे ऐसी आठवण, विसरले जयाचे अंतःकरण, पार्थ तो संन्यासी जाण निरंतर. आणि means a person who forgets about me, myself, egotism, ego, self, and all those things. That is, always pinpointing and always hurting him and hurting everybody. Putting others in tension and putting self in also tension. That kind of egoism and egotism. He forgets me, myself as well. Because he is devoting his life for others. Visarle Jaya Chantakan, he forgot himself about all these things because he is devoted to the work of God for the social cause he is living. Partha to sannyasi jan nirdan. That person is known as sannyasi. That person is known as a realized soul. Sat Nasi. I already told you. Nas means what? Suppose I am reciting the Ram Raksha. Shiro Mera Ghopatu Bhalam Dashrathatmaja. Okay? So, my head is Prabhu Ramachandra. My Bhala Pradesh means temple portion is Prabhu Ramachandra. Everything is Prabhu Ramachandra. Sat Nasi. Sat is God. Nasi means you are living with the God. And how you can live? You can live only becoming yogi, bhakta, living at the state of Swarga, means heaven. That person is known as sannyasi, nirantar. You see, all these words have similar meaning, and that is why Dnyaneshwari Maharaj has said it will come. Satai shate te shloka pari deva bolile ek je nahi duje. In all the verses, in all the movies, God has said only one thing. Ki God is everywhere. I am God. Everybody is God. God is everywhere. Everything happening is in the God only, and everything is God. That is Advaitavad, and you see Nirantara. And he is united with the God, unison with the God forever. जो मने ऐसा जहाला संगीतोची सांडीला म्हणून सुखे सुख पावला अखंडित. You see that his mind has become heaven itself. Sangitoji Sandla, he has got rid of, detached with the whole of this world. That person has become Sukhi, Kha means sky, already I told you. And so Sukhi means he has become one with the God. Beyond the sky he has gone, he has become one with the God. And he is living forever Sukhi Akhandita. आता गृहदिक आगवे, जे काही नलगे त्यजावे, जे घेते झाले स्वभाव निसंगुण म्हणून. Now the house is there, the family is there, relatives are there, friends are there, the job is there, and all, everything is there. He lives with all of them, but he lives aloof from them forever, because he becomes a sannyasi from inside. It is an inside story. It's an antakaran story. It's a mind story. It's a story of sannyasi, a yogi. Now, देखे अग्नि विझुनी जाय, मग जे राखोंडी केवळी होय, तै ते कापूसे घेवसु जे ये जिया परे. You see, the cotton is there. If it is burnt, then what is left? The burnt portion. Okay? Now, like that, his body is living in this world, but it is already burnt. You don't have to die and get burnt. It is already burnt. He has become already yogi. He is living with God forever. His body has become Chaitanyamay Kaya. It has not remained Mrunmay Kaya is also true. He is living with the body, but he is doing everything for God, with God, and forever he is living with the God. Even Carl Sagan also said that we are made up of star dust. How true it is. My Sadguru Swami Madhanath also used to say that, you see, we are made up of this Paramatma Tattva. When I shall be gone, you will realize. Someday he said, because I hope you understand, these good people are always troubled by so many people. I don't know why. What is the problem with truthful and truth seeker? I don't know. Why this world hates such people. So ultimately he said once that once I shall be gone, you will realize that everything is made up of God only. That Paramatma Tattva, that Tattva is everywhere. That Chaitanya Matra everywhere is there. तैसा असतेनी उपाधी, नाकळी जतो कर्मबंधी, जयाचीचे बुद्धी संकल्प नाही. Upadhi means some title. Doctor, as I did PhD, so Dr. Ashish, somebody has done real MBBS doctor, or some kind of BMS or BHMS, some kind of doctor. Doctor this. Or he is a teacher, he is a sugruhini, means a house manager. Oh, that person is a student, that person is a plumber, that person is electrician, that person is software engineer, that person is advocate, that person is businessman. So these are businessman, advocate, doctor, these are all upadhi. Those titles have been attached to us. But he is beyond all these things. The person who is sannyasi, yogi, he remains always beyond this. ना कळीजे तैसा असतेने उपाधी, ना कळीजे तो कर्मबंधी, ज्याचीचे बुद्धी संकल्पू नाही. He doesn't get involved, attached to the karma, means work. He is doing work is worship. Doesn't get attached to it, but he is doing it full devotion, and he does better work than many of us can do. Okay? Jyachiche buddhi sankalpana. He doesn't think, I shall do this, I shall put him in tension, I shall show him what is his place, and all those things. He is not involved in all these things, because that comes under hate crime, that comes under showing someone else his place, that comes under, even superiority complex and inferiority complex, and they are, sides of one coin only. So he is not involved in all these things. He remains stable with his mind, with his God forever. Sankalpa, I'll do this, I'll do that. No. Whatever comes to him, he decides. Suppose you take admission in first year of engineering, you are going to pass it. Definitely so. So that is part of life. But this is he's talking about. He doesn't think that I'm going to do that. No. Whatever has come to him, he does it with perfection, does it with devotion, and ultimately by doing that he is going to get the degree. I hope you are understanding. So by taking small step every day, we are going to get the degree. Like that, every day you try something that will take us to the God, will definitely achieve that. The enlightenment, becoming realized soul, the yogi, the bhakta, the heaven state of mind, and all those things. Even sannyasi, one word has been added now. म्हणून ही कल्पना जी सांडे तेची गा संन्यासी घडे या कारणे दोन्ही सांगडे संन्यासी योगी. Now nirvikalpa means you are not thinking anything, there is no thought in your mind. Nirvikalpa samadhi is also there. You are sitting for the meditation and you achieve that. I mean, you don't achieve it, it is the God who takes you to that level, your Sadguru in fact. So at the end of the day, this whole world is a mirage, or this kalpana means you are thinking, it is your only thought. You are born, you are living, and you are gone. So what happens in between? It is also you were not there. Swami Vivekananda used to say, 100 years ago I was not there, 100 years later I shall not be there. Then what is in between? Is it just a thought? Is it just a movie? Is it just something? Kalpana means imagination. So he goes beyond imagination. Tichiga sannyasi bade ya karne doni sangre sannyasi yogi. He has gone beyond all these things, and that is why he is Satnyasi, means living with the God. And this is whatever you are doing for God, and your God is getting His work done through your body, mind, and soul. That is a sannyasi yogi. Okay? Ultimately, Satnyas, living with the God, doing the work, His work. If you are thinking you are separate from God, but if you are living with the God, He is getting your work done and all those things, that is a sannyasi yogi. And it is by His wish only that can happen. You have to work hard, that is for sure. So let us try our best to become yogi, the sannyasi, living in the state of heaven, living as a yogi, bhakta, and all those things. It has been told by Santa Dnyaneshwari and of course Sri Krishna. Thank you very much.